All right, another attempt at doing a video. So I'm playing with a TNeg albino water monitor, and these guys are clearly pretty remarkable. You can just, I just look at them and it's something to really just take it all in. And obviously this is Varanus salvator, so I breed, you know, different color morphs and stuff like that. And one thing we're going to start doing is breeding this with like the black dragon, so we can mix the tyrosinaise negative albino with basically a hypermelanistic animal and see what, you know, what the result will be. So just as I've done with ball pythons, reticulated pythons, I'm starting to deal with different morphs. You know, obviously we make, you know, T positives and T negatives and other stuff. There's not, you know, there's not obviously the arsenal of morphs that we have with snakes, but we're working on it. But this is just something to behold as far as like the colors and stuff. Hopefully we're getting some of this. How nice they are. So these, you know, these will be, I think, in about another month and a half, I should have babies where I have enough I can sell some. So people that are waiting and inquiring on this, I would say towards the early part of March, we should know what's going, and we can fulfill some of our waiting lists. I can't even speak because I've already done multiple videos and I was having problems with my GoPro, and they kept coming out terrible. Like I wasn't aimed at the animal. I'm keeping the camera on my head right now, and it just, at the very least, hopefully we're getting some good visual. You know, the narrative content is probably lacking. One thing I do want to point out, these guys are not blind. Very, very capable of seeing. You know, even my adults, you know, they recognize the keeper and a lot of, you know, visual cues and stuff like that. So let's say some things, let's say like raptor and apter leopard geckos, they have definite, you know, sight problems, but we can't take that same type of logic and put it onto a T-negative albino water monitor. It's just not the same thing. But these guys, you know, I have one of my T-negatives that we hatched, and you know, he's probably, what is he, you know, at least 8 years old, and he sees very, very well. And these guys are just, as far as health, they're wonderful. They're just like any other Malaysian water monitor, or Asian water monitor, I should say. All right, so hopefully we have some pretty things to look at. Look at that. That is just, it's almost silly. It looks electric and it looks fake. All right, this is Odin, so say goodbye, buddy. I hate stopping. All right, say bye.